Ever find yourself halfway through a bag of chips and wonder, how did I get here? Well, you're not alone. And in today's video, we're diving into the science of cravings, why we have them, how the food industry plays a big part, and most importantly, how we can combat them with four powerhouse supplements. Stay tuned to transform the way you think about snacking. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Renee. I help women balance their hormones naturally. And before we get into it, a little disclaimer. The videos on this channel are for informational and educational purposes only. They are not intended to be taken as professional medical advice. While I am a doctor, I am not your doctor. So do me a huge favor. If you have a health concern or a medical need, please consult your own personal doctor or healthcare practitioner. Okay? With that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, so cravings can feel like a mystery, right? But there's actually a lot of science behind why we crave certain foods. It's not just about willpower. Emotions, nutrient deficiencies, and hormone imbalances all play a role. And guess what? The food industry knows this all too well. Before we jump into our supplement superstars, let's take a closer look at the science behind why we crave certain foods. Understanding this can really change the game and how we approach our cravings. Okay, so why do we crave? Well, cravings are our body's way of communicating needs or desires, but they're not always straightforward. They can be driven by a mix of physical, emotional, and environmental factors. Some of the physical factors include nutrient deficiencies. Sometimes our body craves certain foods because we're lacking specific nutrients. For example, craving chocolate could indicate a magnesium deficiency. Another physical factor includes hormonal imbalances. Hormones like leptin and ghrelin regulate hunger and fullness. When they're out of balance, we might experience more cravings. And then we have blood sugar fluctuations. Spikes and drops in our blood sugar can lead to cravings for quick energy sources like sugar. Next up, we have some emotional factors like stress and other emotions. Ever reach for a tub of ice cream when you're feeling down? Stress and emotions can trigger cravings for comfort foods, which are often high in sugar and fat. And then we have conditioned response. Sometimes cravings are tied to habits or memories, like craving popcorn at the movies. And then we have environmental factors. There are social and cultural influences like social gatherings and cultural traditions that can influence our cravings, like craving cake at a birthday party. And then we have the food industry tactics. As mentioned earlier, the food industry designs products to hit the bliss point, making them irresistible. This combination of salt, sugar, and fat can hijack our brain's reward system, leading to cravings. So, understanding these factors is the first step in managing cravings. By recognizing the triggers and underlying causes, we can start to make more mindful choices about how we respond to cravings. And that's where our four supplements come into play, offering support to address some of these physical and emotional triggers head on. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button so I know you resonate with this content. Do not forget to subscribe and consider sharing it with someone who is having uncontrollable cravings and they don't know what to do about them. This video may give them some insight as to where to begin. Okay, now let's zoom in on a term I mentioned earlier, the bliss point. This concept is fascinating and a bit concerning when you realize how it's used against us in the battle of cravings. So, what exactly is the bliss point? The bliss point is a formula that food scientists use to create the perfect balance of salt, sugar, and fat in foods, making them almost irresistible. It's where the product is at its most delicious or moreish without being so overpowering that it deters you from wanting to eat it. So, why does this even matter? Well, it hijacks our brain. Foods engineered to hit the bliss point stimulate our brain's reward system, the same areas activated by addictive substances. This can lead to overeating and over time to unhealthy habits and weight gain. It overrides our natural satiety cues. Because these foods are so palatable, they can make us ignore our body's signals that we're full, leading us to consume more than we need. And here's the thing, it's not just about junk food. Many processed foods, from breakfast cereals to pasta sauces, are designed to hit this bliss point, making them a staple in our cravings list. Diving into this concept of the bliss point in our diets unveils a striking irony. The same year that gave us the iconic Doritos tagline, "Can't eat just one," also witnessed the birth of Weight Watchers. This coincidence highlights a deep rooted cycle of giving into cravings and then trying to dial it back, all because of how these tempting foods are made to be almost irresistible. So, listen, understanding the bliss point isn't about demonizing certain foods, but empowering us to make informed choices. Recognizing when our cravings might be manipulated by these scientifically engineered bliss points allows us to take back control and make decisions that align with our health goals. Hey, listen, if this video hits home because you're stuck in a cycle of reaching for foods you know aren't the best for you and you're ready for a fresh start, I've got just the thing. Check out my 5-day interactive protocol called The Reboot. It's a unique coaching program available exclusively on ItList, designed to help you break free from old habits and start feeling great in your own skin. I'll drop the link below so you can take a look. Now, before we dive into these supplements, let's just get one thing straight. These aren't magical solutions that will instantly eliminate cravings. Think of cravings as a complex puzzle of habits, emotions, and sometimes even nutrient deficiencies. Supplements, then, are like the perfect pair of yoga pants for your wellness journey. They don't do the workout for you, but they can support you, make you feel more comfortable, and enhance your performance as you adopt healthier eating habits, especially when you notice a pattern in your cravings, like reaching for sugary snacks when you're stressed or feeling blue. I want you to consider these supplements as your wellness wardrobe essentials. Just as the right outfit can make you feel ready to tackle a workout, these supplements can equip you to better handle cravings when used alongside mindful eating and a balanced diet. Whether it's sweets, carbs, or those comfort foods that whisper your name during emotional times, getting to the heart of your cravings is key. And that's where our 4 superhero supplements step in. Our first superstar supplement is L-Glutamine, which is very effective for curbing cravings for things like sugar and carbohydrates. L-Glutamine can serve as an alternative energy source for your brain, which typically relies on glucose, also known as sugar. When blood sugar levels drop, the brain signals a need for more glucose, often leading to sugar cravings. So, when you supplement with L-Glutamine, you can provide the brain with the energy it needs, reducing the urge for a sugar fix. L-Glutamine also aids in stabilizing your blood sugar levels. It can help prevent the spikes and crashes that often trigger cravings for sugary snacks or carbohydrate rich foods. L-Glutamine is also known for its role in supporting gut health. A healthy gut is crucial for regulating hormones and neurotransmitters that influence cravings, mood, and appetite. L-Glutamine is ideal for those individuals looking to start a healthier eating plan and looking to reduce their sugar intake. It's also ideal for those experiencing frequent intense cravings for sweets or carbs, especially during periods of stress or after workouts. It's also ideal for people with blood sugar imbalances or those on a diet that restricts sugar and carbs, as it can help ease the transition and reduce cravings. So, what is the dosage of L-Glutamine? Well, a small dose of L-Glutamine, often around 500 milligrams, taken as needed, can help curb sugar cravings. Some people find it effective to take a dose between meals, or others find it helpful to take at times when sugar cravings are most intense. And while supplementation is a quick way to get L-Glutamine, it's also found in high protein foods like chicken, fish, eggs, dairy products, and some veggies like beans and beets. If you want to take a more holistic approach to your health, be sure to come find me on social media. I'm at Dr. Renee Wallenstein on all platforms. And if you want my help in designing a personalized health program just for you, apply for a call. I love to see if working together is a good fit for both of us. And I'll be sure to put the link to schedule a call below. Okay, on to our next superstar supplement for cravings, and it is 5-HTP, which is ideal for cravings associated with mood changes. So, 5-HTP is a precursor to serotonin, which I like to call serotonin our happy hormone, but it's a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in both mood and appetite control. By increasing serotonin levels, 5-HTP can help reduce cravings for carbs and improve overall mood, which will make it easier to stick to a healthy diet. It's ideal for individuals who are dealing with emotional eating or those who find that their mood significantly impacts their food choices. It's also ideal for people struggling with sleep issues, as improved serotonin levels can also promote better sleep patterns, which will indirectly influence cravings and weight management. So, a typical dose of 5-HTP ranges from 100 to 300 milligrams. It's usually taken once daily before meals. It's best, as I always say, to start low and go slow. So start at the lower end of the dose range and adjust based on your response. And since 5-HTP influences serotonin levels, it's important to consult your healthcare practitioners before starting, especially if you're taking medications for depression or anxiety. Next up, we have tyrosine. And tyrosine is great for cravings associated with mood changes, stress, or low energy. Tyrosine is an amino acid that serves as a building block for dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine, which are all neurotransmitters that help regulate mood, focus, and our response to stress. By supporting these neurotransmitters, tyrosine can reduce cravings triggered by stress and can improve your cognitive function. So, tyrosine is ideal for those experiencing stress related cravings or who find themselves reaching for comfort foods in response to stress. It's also ideal for individuals looking for a mental clarity boost to combat brain fog that can accompany diet changes. So, the recommended doses for tyrosine start at 500 milligrams, taken 1 to 3 times daily. It's often most effective taken in the morning or early afternoon to support daytime brain function and stress resiliency. Besides supplements, tyrosine is also found in protein rich foods like turkey, chicken, dairy products, and almonds. And our final supplement is GABA. GABA is great for cravings associated with emotional instability. GABA is a neurotransmitter that helps calm the nervous system. By promoting relaxation, GABA can help manage cravings that arise from stress or anxiety. It's very useful for nighttime cravings or when trying to break the habit of stress eating. GABA is ideal for those individuals looking to manage stress induced cravings or those who tend to eat out of boredom or anxiety, especially in the evenings. It's also ideal for people who have difficulty relaxing or winding down, which can lead to late night kitchen raids. And GABA supplements are typically taken in doses ranging from 100 to 200 milligrams up to 3 times daily. Taking GABA in the evening may help with relaxation and reduce the likelihood of stress eating, especially at night. While GABA supplements are generally considered safe, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare provider before starting, especially if you're taking other medications or have underlying health conditions. By understanding how each of these supplements works and their specific benefits, you can better tailor your approach to managing cravings and supporting your overall health and wellness journey. And if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about helpful supplements, check out my last video where I talked about the 3 must-have supplements for optimal hormone balance. And with that, we'll see you right back here next week. Ciao.